Hi, Sagafi, Liberty Home Mortgage here. What are we talking about today? 5 misconceptions about FHA mortgage loans, which people have. And the big thing I always tell people is Jimmy Carter's no longer in office. It's not the 1980s, even though I wish it was. 5 FHA misconceptions. Let's start with the first one. If you're a real estate agent, you better be writing these down because that's where the biggest problem lies. Giving wrong information to people, okay? Let's start with the first one. The appraisal is harder than conventional. There's only 3 differences on an FHA appraisal. I do seminars on this to my agents. Register for my seminars, www.ohioce.net. We'll put it up on the screen. I do seminars on this. Number 1, FHA, they have to check the attic. Conventional, they don't have to. Number 2, FHA, the utilities have to be on. Conventional, it does not have to. Number 3, FHA, they have to mention if they saw chipped and peeling paint. That is the biggest headache. Believe me, if I can get a direct line to Marcia Fudge, the Secretary of HUD, who, by the way, was a congresswoman here on the east side of Cleveland, Ohio. These videos are worldwide, global, international, and throughout the universe. So if you're on Mars or something like that, you don't know where the east side of Cleveland is, but you better, because this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame capital of the world. Anyways, so those are the only 3 differences between FHA appraisal and conventional appraisal. Write them down. The appraisal's not harder. Number 2, FHA has an inspection. No, they don't. No mortgage loan has an inspection. There is no, a home inspection is not required to get a mortgage loan. However, I will tell you, there's a sheet of paper that you sign with every lender in the United States that says, for your protection, get a home inspection, okay? I highly recommend getting a home inspection. Does a home inspection guarantee that the house is fine, there's no issues? Of course it doesn't, okay? But I'll tell you what though, I always tell people this one, home inspections, they help you learn what the mechanicals of the house are, okay? But anyways, there's a lot of things that home inspections are good for. FHA does not do an inspection, okay? It's an appraisal. An appraisal is not an inspection. Any human being who's ever seen an appraiser at a home knows it's not an inspection because they're only there for 15 to 20 minutes. Let me give you number 3. FHA loans cost the seller more money. No, they don't. FHA loans do not cost the seller $1 more. It doesn't cost the seller a nickel more than a conventional purchase or anything else. There are no additional fees charged to the seller for an FHA, for a buyer going FHA. Let me give you 4. FHA loans take longer to get done. No, they don't. Length of time to get a loan done is all the same. You got to get the appraisal, you got to get the title work, you got to get the homeowner's insurance, you got to get your down payment money in line, you got to go through any credit issues, employment, income issues. A gigantic problem in my industry, the mortgage industry, is employment and income, man. It's tricky, it's hard, it's not easy. People tell you one thing, and it's not even that they lie to you. They just don't think it's a big deal that they were off for 7 years before they started their new job. So it's like, okay, that was kind of important in there. You haven't been working your job for 5 years. You've been on there for a week and a half, and then you were on vacation for 6 years, and then you were working before that, okay? So no, FHA loans do not take longer. Let me give you number 5. FHA loans are for first-time home buyers. I will tell you this, FHA loans are very good loans for somebody buying their first home because a lot of first-time home buyers do not have established credit. You know, they're debt-free. They've got a ton of money to work with. They've been on the job for 20 years. So FHA is very good for first-time home buyers, but it does not, like people say, Hesh, I want a first-time home buyer loan, FHA. Well, if FHA was a first-time home buyer loan, I guess it would be FHB, right? FHA is the Federal Housing Administration, a government agency formed in 1934 under President Roosevelt's New Deal, the Great Compromise, right? Okay. So anyways, it's not only for first-time home buyers. You could be buying your 10th home. You could own 3 other houses and go FHA. You could be 90 years old and go FHA. It doesn't matter. It's not for first-time home buyers. It's simply a type of loan that has some guidelines which are slightly different than other guidelines. Now, those are the 5 misconceptions for FHA. Just because I love you so much, I'm gonna give you 2 freebies. This is bonus round. We're in the bonus round now, okay? I told you 5, I lied. I'm gonna give you 2 more. You ready for this one? And this is directly at every real estate agent if you made it this far in the video. Here's a misconception. The belief is FHA requires handrails. FHA does not require handrails. For every agent out there saying, "Hesh, yes it does," call me, message me, comment on the page. I will show you the guideline. FHA does not require handrails. Stop giving wrong information. Bonus number 2, FHA requires GFCIs. They used to. They got rid of it 7, 8, 9 years ago, I think. It's 2023 right now. I think they got rid of that in 2013. If not 2013, I think they got rid of it in 2015. They do not require GFCIs. That's number 7. If you disagree with me, you're allowed to. You can disagree that 2 + 2 is not 4. You can think that all day long. Unfortunately, you are incorrect. Okay, so I've got the guidelines. I'll give it to you. Those are 7 misconceptions. You see what you get from watching my videos? You get more than you even think going into it. So like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm collecting followers and subscribers and stuff like that. Share this on your page, especially if you're a real estate agent, to help alleviate all the misconceptions. It is 2023, not 1975. Unfortunately, not 1987. Not the earlier mid-90s when grunge came into effect. I love Pearl Jam's first album, 10. Pearl Jam's 10 album, one of the top 10. I would actually get that shirt, but that's not like my 80s bands. You know what I'm saying? That's when grunge came. But anyways, it's beside the point. See you guys later.